Well, one of the charter members of Club Paradise is Andrea Martin. We've not seen you on the big screen before. What a movie to make a debut in, travel to boot. Did you believe it was for real when they told you about the project?
No, you never quite believe what it's going to be like.
I mean, it's not like you're in a loft someplace or in an old building on location in the middle of winter time in Chicago.
You're right. Although I'd be happy for that job, too. Is that in a script you know about?
Well, is your agent a travel agent, too? I guess I'm wondering how that happened.
My agent would be thankful for anything coming my way. He's not discerning, I guess. I'd never been to Jamaica before, so that was a really neat thing. And I brought my whole family down there. The kids were there, my husband was there, my mother was there, our nanny was there. We were all my friends were there. It really, now when you think about it, was pretty nice, wasn't it? I mean, I was with everybody I knew and liked, doing something that I thought was funny.
But you know, I've seen all these beachcomber movies where everybody hits the beaches and pretty soon they all start to go to seed. They just lie there all day.
That's right. I had my kids with me. I couldn't do that. I couldn't lie there all day. My husband went to seed, I think, or found some seed, because we were in Jamaica.
Were they in a plastic bag?
Remember that scene, right? It's a pretty magnetic place. What are you getting at?
Is there maybe a darker side to these Caribbean vacations where people do just sort of go around going to pot in more senses of the word?
I don't think and actually go on camera every day. I think it'd be pretty hard to do that.
Well, was it kind of like, well, today let's do this, and the next day let's try this? Was it that loose?
You mean the scenes that we shot?
Yeah, you were actually working it out.
Really set. They were set. You know, especially the stunts that I had to be set, because they had to be built, they had to be made, they had to be worked on. We did a lot of, Harold and Brian Del Murray did a lot of going through second drafts and third drafts of the script, and I did some improv. Where are we?
Yeah.
Are we in Jamaica,
I know
honey?
what you mean.
Okay. I love y'all. We did a lot of improvisations before we got on camera, but then we got on camera, we stuck very much to it. I would get too scared if I thought I needed to change a line every minute.
Well, are you a person that could ever be comfortable with a sustained length of time in an island resort like that, or are you too much of a working, got to be at it all the time?
I did get a little claustrophobic towards the end. You know, we had to be on the compound. I mean, it was a great experience, but I was there for 10 weeks, and towards the end, there were like 4 or 5 days that I wasn't needed to shoot, and yet I couldn't go off the property. It was a little claustrophobic, and I wanted to get home. It'd been a long time.
Well, those of us that will never go there want to know how awful a time you had, after all.
It's pretty beautiful. Jamaican people are pretty hypnotic people. It's a beautiful island. Great, warm, nice people. I mean, it really couldn't be better in that way, you know, very opened up their arms to us. We were very thankful there was production going on there for income for them. It's a very poor island. And I think we all got along famously well. They'd love Warner Brothers to go back down there again. And I'd love to go down on vacation there again.
Well, it must have been intentional from the beginning that so many Sctv people were together, huh?
Sure was. That was Harold's dream, Harold Ramis's dream, was to find a vehicle so he could work with all his friends in one film. And he realized that dream. I don't know if he's happy with the finished product, but it was certainly nice, off camera and on.
Your kind of comedy, your style of comedy, it's very reckless, exaggerated at times. Do you see people like Martha Raye as important role models for you?
Well...
She's one of my heroes. I didn't know.
No, do you know, I'm hesitating because I am embarrassed to say I have not seen very much of her doing anything, really. I can't...
Well, she takes us more back to the early days of TV and, of course,
and you know
movies.
what? Believe it or not, I know I have a career in television, and we did for 7 years satirized television, and I grew up not watching any television. And all the things we satirized that had to do with television programming really came from the other people. I watched very little TV when I grew up.
Well, we hear descriptive adjectives of male comedians who specialize in exaggeration, baggy pants comedians, etc. Is there an equivalent term for a woman who can just get crazy like that?
I don't know. Baggy skirt. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's all sort of this under the same word of clown. isn't it? I mean, that's the best kind of female comedian, I think. Somebody that doesn't let you think about, are they a woman, are they a man? They're just being innocent, and they're likable, and they're making you laugh. And I think that's the best way you can describe comedy. So if it's a man or a woman, I don't think it makes a difference.
You're so good at it, it seems like it's a natural thing for you. Or do you have to reach down and act these things? Is there a lot of that in you already?
In this character, I didn't have to reach down too deeply. In other characters I've done, I've had to. In quieter characters, in more introspective characters, in shyer characters, in angry characters. I mean, this character had a sort of a suburban neurotic twist to her, and I'm a gal from the suburbs, and yes, I'm a bit neurotic.
I mean,
so
don't you suppose every vacation will have at least one person like that?
Absolutely, and I've done a lot of observation of people, because I've traveled an awful lot, and there's always people like that. But I have to call upon other dark sides of me for other things. So I don't think everything's that easy.
Will this experience be just the first of many movies to come, do you think? Or do you prefer maybe the grit, the edge of a stage, that kind of thing?
I love stage work. I think it's important for me right now to do another film, though. I'd like to do another film off the heels of this. We'll see. If I paid you 10%, could you get me a script?
I don't know. After seeing the kind of wild turns that this story takes, it's not exactly the sort of textbook course that a scriptwriter would want, I don't think. It wouldn't be a good lesson in how to write a script because it's just too crazy.
Right. Well,
do you write?
Maybe you could write another one then.
Do you write?
Yes, I have written lots of things.
Like what? We've got about 30 seconds.
Well, let's see. I wrote a lot of the things I did on Sctv, and Catherine O'Hara and I just did a little film for David Letterman on PMS, and when we wrote that and we directed
It's
that.
a comedy?
It was a 5-minute film, and it was funny.
Yeah. All right.
You can go back and now laugh when your
I've
wife
got to check this
goes
one
through
out.
all that. Honey, I don't feel well. You can laugh and just say, I know what it is.
Well, I'm glad you decided to come in from the beaches long enough to talk
Thanks
to
a
us
lot. It's
about
my
Club
pleasure.
Paradise. Andrea Martin, and in Los Angeles with Andrea for KCTV5. I'm John Tibbetts.